For the latest on what's next for the United States Senate following the confirmations of Pete Hegseth and Kristi Noem, let's bring in Senate Majority Leader from the great state of South Dakota, John Thune. Senator, congratulations. Busy week.
It has been a busy week. Thank you, Mike.
So your reaction to Kristi Noem, your governor, getting across the finish line today, and then Pete Hegseth last night?
Yeah, two big ones. Very important that they get done. They're the national security, obviously border security with Governor Noem, now Secretary Noem. And, of course, with Secretary Hegseth, a lot going on in the world. We needed a defense secretary in place, and glad to get those done. We're working on a couple more and just going to keep grinding through and get the president's team in place and ready to implement his agenda.
I'm told you were very involved in getting the votes for Hegseth to get that confirmation across the finish line. Would you talk about that a bit?
Well, it was a team effort. I mean, it's hard and it was close, and but we got it done. And we knew there was a path, and I've been saying for some time that there's a path. And it ended up pretty much exactly kind of the way I expected to come out. So in the end, it was a good outcome, and for the country, honestly. And I think we need, Lord knows that the Department of Defense has some challenges in front of it, and he's a guy who's ready to roll up his sleeves and go to work. So we're anxious to get him over there and get him on the job.
Does it matter if it's 51-50 in Hegseth's case or Rubio 99-0 in the end?
In the end, they get confirmed, and you know, some obviously have more votes than others. Now Marco was an exception because he's a colleague. And, you know, Democrats and Republicans, both sides, really like him. And I think he'll be great at the job. And so obviously he had some advantages going into it. But with Hegseth, you know, he wasn't as well known for sure. But I think as he went through the process, he handled himself really well. I thought his confirmation hearing was great. And I thought that the way he handled, at least from every reporting I got back on his individual meetings with senators, went well too. And I think the way he articulated what he wants to do when he gets there. I mean, he wants the Department of Defense to be about the warfighter, not about DEI or some sort of woke agenda. And I think the American people are ready for that. And I think the Department of Defense and our military is ready for that.
You'll start a new week with Scott Bessent to lead Treasury and then Sean Duffy to lead Transportation. Your thoughts on those votes coming up?
Well, I hope those are both big votes. Bessent came out of the Senate Finance Committee, on which I serve. I also serve on the Senate Commerce Committee, where Sean Duffy was reported out. Sean Duffy came out unanimously. And so I expect that to be a big vote on the floor. And same thing, frankly, with Bessent. We had a cloture vote today on Bessent, and it was a good, strong vote. I think he got 67 votes on cloture. So my expectation is these are very capable people, very qualified for these jobs, and I'm hoping that the Democrats recognize that and give us the support that we need, and then enable us to get going on the next set of nominees.
Majority Leader John Thune, grateful for your time today.
Thanks so much. Thanks, Mike.